Hi, you guys, welcome back. Today we're going to talk a little bit about geometry. So I need you to get out your book. For those of you following along, we're in Algebra 1/2, the Saxon book. It's the pre-algebra edition 3. All right, guys, I need you to make sure that you've got your notebook in front of you and you turn to the video, aka notes page, and you're going to copy down some of these definitions that I give you. All right, so first things first, we have a line is really just a line equals straight curve. That's all it is. A line looks like this. There's a line, okay? Another one is a ray. This is half of a line. That sounds kind of weird, but a ray has an end point and then no end point, and that's indicated by an arrow, okay? A segment equals part of a line. Part of a line, guys. That means it's decimal, and I've been doing too many decimals lately. Endpoint to endpoint, okay? Looks like this. So make sure you've got those down in your notebook. Let's look at, and now we're gonna do example, I'm on page 35. Example 1, 9.1. This is going to be allergy season. Scratch my nose all the time. All right, so this is A, this is B, this is C, all the way over here. In this figure, AB is 3 units. So A to B is 3 units. A to C is 7 units. So from here to here, that's 7 units. What then is B to C? And guys, when we write a segment, we write it like this, AB, okay? So AB equals 3, AC equals 7. We need to figure out what this guy is right here. Well, if the whole thing's 7 and we take away 3, that has to be 4, right? Because 3 plus 4 gives us 7. Another way of looking at it is 3 plus, and when we don't know something, we don't know this guy, we use a variable, right? So we can say 3 plus x is fine, equals 7, right? We add in one direction. It's the same as saying x plus 3 equals 7. If we add in this direction, we can subtract in that direction. 7 minus 3 equals 4. Therefore, or equals x, I'm sorry. And 4 equals x, which means this guy up here, this is our x. That equals 4. So sometimes you can see it, other times you have to actually do all this work here to get it. All right, so that was 9.1. Let's look at angles. An angle is 2 rays. Angle, and it's a toss-up if I spell angle or angel every single time. 2 rays that share an end point. Okay? Acute angles. Acute are cute, they're tiny. Less than 90 degrees. Now, 90 degrees, so a right angle, let's do this. A right angle is 90 degrees. So that looks like an L, either this way, or this way, or this way, or this way, things like that. An acute one is less than 90 degrees. Those look, you can be real tiny like that, or it can be like slightly smaller than an L, so it can be like this. Those are all gonna be acute. Obtuse is big, brr. It's bigger than 90 degrees, bigger than 90 degrees. So it's gonna be bigger than an L. So it can be slightly bigger than an L, or it can be crazy bigger than an L, like this, okay? Hopefully you can see that okay. All right, so I think that should give you enough information to be able to do these practice problems. Oh, I'm sorry, we've got one more thing, perimeter. Perimeter. The perimeter of any shape, you just add up all the sides. Add up all the sides. Add up all the sides, okay? So example 9.3, let's talk about that. On page 37, I'm gonna redraw this guy. It's not gonna be perfect because I'm terrible at it. 8, 4, 6, 2, 8, 14. All right, so you notice some of these sides are missing, right? This guy's missing here and this one's missing here. You got to do a little bit of thinking to make sure that you get this correct. Now, if I were to take, so this is 14 here, right? that means that, pardon my reach here, that means that this guy up here is also going to be 14. So this guy right up here is also going to be 14, right? So if that's the case, we have 4 and 2, that's 6. To get up to 14 would be 8, right? So this guy right here is going to be 8 because 4 plus 8 plus 2, this plus this plus this. Imagine smashing this guy, taking it, boosting it up to right here. That's 8, right? So that all equals 14. Now, the same thing over here. Do you see how this whole thing equals 8? That means this whole thing is going to equal 8 as well. Well, we know that this guy is 6 because this one is 6. Do you see that, how it matches up? All right, so then we don't even need to figure out this guy. So now we have to add all these together. And I did this in a different color because we don't want to count that twice. All right, so now that we've got a number for every side, we can go ahead and add all these together. So we get 4 plus, I'm going to go in one order so that I do not mess this up. All right, so these guys right here, that's going to be 12. This is going to be 22. It's going to be 8. And then this one will be 14. Okay, so this guy right here, let's add those ones up. We get 34. And then these guys right here, we get 22. Then we add those guys and we get 4, 5, 6. So that's 6, and then 3 and 2 is 5, so 56. So the perimeter of this is 56. Guys, make sure that you use your units when you're dealing with perimeter. The example says that all the dimensions are in feet, so it's 56 feet is our perimeter, okay? It's really important when you are measuring things to use your units. All right, so with that said, on page 37, there is practice A and B, and then turn the page and there's practice C and D. I would like you to pause the video now and go ahead and practice those. When you've returned, or when you're done, come on back and we'll go through those together. All right, so we're going to use this figure here to label, or to name a line. So a line can be named like this, AB. That's how we would write it. That shows, hey, that's a line above there. 2 rays, well, we have this ray, AB, okay? And then we have this ray, which is, actually, it starts at B, so we're going to do like this. BA. Do you see the difference between those two? It's where it starts. AB goes like this. Bam. In that direction. It goes like this. Bam. BA goes like, oh, I see, I did put it the wrong way. B towards A. No, sorry. B towards A, like that. Okay? So just be really careful about those. It'll come up again in geometry too. So, all right, look, and then, oh, and a segment. And the way you write it, so this is a line, these are our rays, and a segment is denoted by this. Maybe. You don't have to put the little dots on there. You can just say like that, okay? All right, so let's do B together. All right, so B. This is X, Y, Z. All right, in this figure, XY is 12.3. So from here to here is 12.3. And XZ is 20.1. So from here to here is 20.1. Find YZ. That's what we don't know. So we're going to put a little, oh, I shouldn't put an X. Let's put K for Caitlin, okay? So basically, this plus this is going to equal that. So 12.3 plus K equals 20.1. I'm going to flip these guys around and do K plus 12.3 equals 20.1. Remember, if you add in this direction, you can subtract in this direction. So let's subtract that. 20.1 minus 12.3. So this is going to be a 1, 10. Now I'm going to borrow 9, 11. So that's 8. Bring down our decimal. 9 minus 2 is 7. And 1 minus 1 is 0. So 7.8 inches. Because we're measuring things, you got to make sure to put your unit on there. All right, 2 more and then we're done. C, draw an example of an acute angle, a right angle, and a obtuse angle, and a straight angle. We didn't talk about straight angles. Straight angles are just a line, okay? So for C, an acute angle, okay? So that's an acute angle. A right angle is gonna look like this. An obtuse angle is gonna be larger than an L. And a straight angle is gonna look like this, okay? Technically, I should have little arrows on the end of here. My marker tends to be a little fat though, so it's hard to get those on there. There we go. But make sure you do that. All right, so for one more, D, we have 4, 15, 8, and 14. Now here, what we can do here, let's pretend that I've taken this 15 and I've popped it out right up here. And we're gonna take this guy and we're gonna pop it out right here, right? So what we know is if I take that 15, it's gonna be right up here, 15. 15 plus 8 is gonna give us 23, right? So now, and then on this side, because this is 4, this whole thing is 14 so that it matches up to this. So this is 10 right here. So basically, this whole thing is 14 by 23 by 14 by 23. So we have 14 plus 14 plus 23 plus 23. We're gonna add all those guys together. That's 28, 6, 4. So we have 28 plus 46. What we have is 4. Carry the 1. So we have 74, and we're gonna look at this. Dimensions are in centimeters, so 74 centimeters will be our perimeter. Excellent. If you have any questions, let me know. Otherwise, good work, and I will see you in class. Thanks, guys.